2012 in Burke, Virginia, the first time I get to stand up and say, "Good evening, my fellow Republicans." And I only want to ask one thing of you. Please do not make me live in a state where my governor after next year and my senator after this year used to be the chairman of the Democratic Party. Please don't let me live in that state. That's all I will ask of you. And here's what I want to pledge to you. I'm so honored to be marching with you. Because if I can just hearken back to that beautiful invocation that was given up here, and the lady who gave it sounded like she was from Alabama. She knows how to pray. She said something, California praying like that? She said something so important, though. She talked about our freedoms being at stake. The history of the world tells us, ladies and gentlemen, when our freedoms are endangered, it's not always with people bearing tanks. It's not always with people speaking harsh words. Many times, freedom is endangered by people speaking eloquently and poetically and professing to call us to our higher selves. And freedom can sometimes be in its maximum peril a few moments after the time we thought we had finally come together and become unified as a people. Sometimes I fear that we may be living in one of those cycles or those moments. But I will tell you what stops my fear every time. Part of it is my faith in my God and my country. But the other thing that turns my fear around is this. There is nothing the United States of America has not let. So don't you let anybody tell you that what's happening in Spain and Greece determines what we're going to be. Don't you let the President of the United States tell you that with all the power of the presidency that he can't move the country because of the other side. And the last thing I want to say to you, don't you let anybody tell you that to be opposed to the party in power means that you want to turn back progress. Because we know that's what the other side is going to say. I look in this room and I see a group of people who very much want progress, but the right kind. I look forward to working with you to make this country, because folks, this could come down to Virginia. This state has not had that power since Madison and Jefferson and Monroe. This whole thing could come down to Virginia. When the story of how freedom was won in 2012 is told, when the story of how we reclaimed our faith and our traditions were told, let them say that the truth tellers, the people who struck the final blow, were people in the great state of Virginia. Let's be the ones to put Mitt Romney over the top, to change this country, to send that crowd back to Chicago, and to give us the country that we know we need. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much.